out from the INBF WNBF Venetian Classic. You guys will have seen just a quick physique update of the upper body and my lowest weigh-in of prep after a depletion day yesterday, coming in at 192.8, which is kind of crazy, about 2 pounds below last week's depletion number, or last show's depletion numbers, excuse me, from the OCB Lone Star Rising about 2 weeks ago. So definitely brought off some fat for sure in those 2 weeks. We do have meal one in front of me. I will throw up all the food contents on screen for you guys, and do have my decaf coffee. But essentially today, not going to be doing a full day eating, going to be doing just more of a vlog style, take you guys along the journey, kind of show you what 5 days out looks like. And it is about 10 a.m. already here. I did kind of start to push back meals a little bit this week just because we'll be competing in Phoenix, so it's a couple hours behind from Central Standard Time. So if I can push back meals, that'll be a benefit for me. Just generally, I tend to look a bit better fasted, or just with 1 or 2 meals in. So we'll get on stage at around 10 a.m. their time for prejudging, and then finals I know we'll come back at like 2 or 3, and we're towards the end with bodybuilding for the show. So gonna just kind of push back meals this week, and with eating kind of poverty macros on these first few days, that's a nice benefit too, to kind of push meals back, be able to eat closer to actually going to sleep, which always helps out there. And that is a big priority in prep right now, is just sleep. So just gonna knock down this meal, get a couple of things caught up on, see what we need to grab for groceries today, and then we will head off to the gym for a full session at about 80%, and I'll kind of talk you guys through that. 1:30 p.m. you guys will see some posing in training footage coming up on screen just a bit, but meal 2 in front of me has sliced almonds, 20 grams, and then also some cinnamon and salt on there, with 340 grams of Greek yogurt, and then just 40 grams of mixed berries. And then with this meal, also having just a cup of decaf coffee. At this point in prep, I get cold very easy, so honestly, I just love black coffee, so I just drink decaf for the most part. I'll cut out caffeine after 2 p.m. because I'll generally work until 11:30 p.m. So just when I create like an 8-hour window or so without any caffeine before bed is my general rule with things. But I will slide myself to the side, throw up training footage, and just wanted to talk on that a bit with peak week in general. So with being 5 days out now, training is, intensity is gonna come down a bit. We're gonna be training at like 80%. So what that'll kind of look like for me is just taking a rep or 2 off of some of the top sets that I have, and then also something I wouldn't normally do in my training, but I'm gonna actually look to not fight the eccentric as much on the movements, just because essentially the eccentric loading and then lengthening the muscle is where that muscle damage is going to come in. And ultimately, we're not looking to really damage the muscles at this point, or looking to like put on muscle in peak week. We're really looking to bring down stress, improve recovery. So that is why I will probably take a couple of just reps off the top on the top sets, and then also kind of focus on bringing down that intensity, whether it's time under tension in the concentrics or just load or reps in general. But that's pretty much kind of the principles for training that we're following this week. And then towards the end of the week, it'll be more just general light pump sessions to get a sweat, make sure the carbs are going where they're needing, keep digestion good, and overall just more of like a mental thing to just be in the gym, see the physique kind of coming alive throughout the back half of the week, and honestly throughout the beginning of this week as well. You guys will see just a little bit of posting on content on that, but just kind of wanted to check in, give you some reasoning behind the training if you're wondering why some of the reps look pretty quick and whatnot. More so taking like a pump or gym bro approach with a lower intensity this week. I'm gonna enjoy this meal though, and then we are off to Sam's Club to grab some groceries, and I'll meet up with you guys probably when we return, just because I'm solo, so filming solo in grocery stores is not a thing I fancy at this point, especially on these depletion days. But hopefully you guys do go on to enjoy a little bit of gym montage and posing. Alright, just got back from Sam's, not a full grocery haul by any means, but just had to restock on a couple items. So got some avocado, pasture raised eggs, got the boneless skinless chicken breasts under here, and then non-fat Greek yogurt, and lastly picked up some 90-10 ground beef. Pretty much have all the carbs I need, and I won't lie to you, it's 3 p.m. and I am at 2,200 of my 10,000 steps to get in for the day, plus gotta knock out cardio. So I am gonna get to putting away these groceries, get the steps in and cardio. I'll catch back up with you guys when we're sitting down to eat meal number 3. Right, meal number 3 going down about 4:30. Honestly, just dragging today, and it's depletion day, just under 7,000 steps. We still have to get my structured cardio in, which will usually run about 2,500 steps towards the set count. So in a good place, just the low carb is brutal. I way back when have done keto, and it's always like the first 2 weeks are just absolutely terrible because your body isn't used to having absolutely no carbs to function on, and that transition into using fat as a fuel source instead of carbohydrates mainly is just brutal. So these couple of depletion days are just never enjoyable, but ultimately if it helps with carbohydrate uptake and that super compensation that you can get, definitely could be worth it to be a couple % better on stage. And a lot of the bigger shows, especially at the pro level, a couple of % can definitely move you placing. So gotta suffer a little bit, but nothing too bad. This kind of concoction is actually pretty enjoyable. Just some mushroom, onion. You'll kind of see the full thing on screen, but I'm just gonna enjoy this. We will go knock out my structured cardio, and then I will catch up with you guys later in the evening. If anything of value pops in my mind or anything of worthiness of updating you, we'll catch up with you then. 7:30 p.m. meal 4 in front of me. It kind of looks like baby food, but pumpkin, beef, cheese. I'll do a full breakdown of macros with the last meal / kind of dessert for the day. Got cardio and steps done, so just chilling for the evening, to be honest. Get prepped for probably work tomorrow, lay out some meals, just try and get things as set up and keep stress low. Just, yeah, feeling it with no carbs for sure. But nothing really to check up on. We'll recap things at the end of the night. All right, last meal of the day, or I guess you could call it like a sweet treat, but essentially all it is 1 scoop of rye cinnamon toast crunch, whey protein, 300 milliliters of almond milk, and then just a bit of water to add volume to that. And then honestly, the Ninja Creamy has been so clutch in terms of an appliance throughout prep, and then finishing it off with 12 grams of dark chocolate. So totals for the day would be pretty hard to see with the glare, but 244 protein, 99 carb, 89 fat, and that comes out to a caloric total of 2191. So yeah, overall just a pretty brutal day with low carbs, especially with like a quarter of that being fiber. So some people wouldn't even count those as carbs, so definitely under 100, closer to 75 per se for net carbs. But yeah, just a couple of, or just one more day really of grinding, and then we're to the home stretch of the carb up, have the show. Just definitely in those deep, dark times of prep. But hopefully you guys did get some value out of this video at some point, and if you did, definitely leave a like, subscribe to the channel for future prep content, and as always, have a great rest of your day. Stay fed.